welcome back to my channel. So I am going to tell you something what happened like when I was like in high school, right? So the friends what I claimed to be my friends, right? They only wanted me for my money. When I mean my money, I meant like they saw my house and stuff like that, and my mom's car and stuff like that, right? For after school, right? And they dropped me home, right? So they was like, "Oh, Venetia have money. So they was like, okay, how about let's pretend to be Venetia's friend so we can get some of her money, right?" So I already know they was like planning this. I think, I'm not too sure. I don't think so, but the way they was like portraying themselves to be, was like good people, and stuff like that, right? So I was like going to lunch or so, right? And it was this girl, right? She We didn't get lunch from the cafeteria, right? But I got pizza from like I don't remember what it was, but I think it was pizza. I don't know if it's Domino's or Papa John's or something like that, right? But yeah, I did that, right? And this girl was like, "Oh, I don't have any money," right? So I offered to buy her some pizza, right? So I did that for a while, right? And so the day I got her some pizza, and it was time for us to go to, I think, 6 hour, right? So I was trying to tell her something and she was not listening, right? So I was tapping her. She was still eating. She was not paying attention, right? So I tapped her even more, right? And then she was like, "This retard is good." She called me a mentally challenged person, right? She's like, "This mentally challenged person." It almost made me drop my pizza. And I was like thinking, I was like, who bought you that pizza? Who bought you that pizza? It was me. If I let it drop, then it will drop, whatever. So after that, I stopped being her friend, and stuff like that, right? So that was one bitch. And it was some others. I thought I had a best friend. I had two. But one of them, she was friends with me, and stuff like that, right? I thought I could call her a friend. But I remember one time we was like going on the bus to after school program, right? Because they picked us up when it was like no day. I think it was no school day. I think it was like a Saturday or so. Got picked up, went to the movie place, right? So we did that, right? And I I guess the lady for after school program, I don't know if she did had any, I don't know if she had money or not, but whatever, you know. And we was like getting like, I got myself some candy. I brought me some money. I think maybe like $20 or so. So I'm signing out what she wants, my best friend wants, because she's hard of hearing or deaf or something like that, right? So I sign out what she want. She signed out popcorn, the biggest popcorn. I looked at her like, who's gonna pay for this? And then they gave her the popcorn and she looked at me like, you gonna pay for it, right? And I was like, I know we're friends and all, but it don't give you the right for me to be paying for your items. So apparently I paid for it. I don't remember if it was like $16 for a big popcorn. I mean like the big gigantic popcorn, the one you have to hold with two hands. So I did that and I got me some candy. And then everybody's like looking at me like, "Ooh, Venetia, could you buy a popcorn for what's her name, and not for us or anything like that." But I was like, I was not planning on buying no one popcorn or anything. I just wanted some candy. That little I don't remember what's the name of it. It's like pop. It's like it's a chocolate and it have like these little pop thingies inside of it. I don't know, or little bubbles inside. Anywho, I'll maybe like put a picture right here. So but anywho, like that. And then it was like a couple other times, right? I had to buy people some food, right? And I was like, why am I buying food for y'all? Why do I have to pitch in? They look at me like, of course, your parents have money. And the way you can see it is not like it's not like open up the book. If you see something what is um gigantic and beautiful, stuff like that, you gotta take a look inside the book, you know, because it's not what it always seems to be, you know. Anywho, like one time we went to like I think it was like a football game or something like that, right? And the same friend, she was like, she went to like the place to get some snacks, right? And we was over there, right? And I didn't really want to sign for her because I feel say that she will like want me to pay for it, right? So I didn't, you know. So she went back and went to the other friend, you know, the Cransons, you know, and told her to go order her food, right? And she ordered her food and she bought it, right? And she was like, oh, I'm not gonna give Venetia any because she didn't sign for to tell the lady what I want. And I was like, okay, you want to be that way? Okay. Two can be that game, you know. Two can play that game, right? So I stopped trying to be a friend, you know, because it's useless. She just wanted me for my money, you know. And people like that is not going to be a good thing for them, you know. In the long run, they just want your money. They don't want nothing to do with you, you know. And if you like these kind of stores, or if you had like a store like this, comment down below, you know. I want to know. Thumbs up, you know. And subscribe, you know. So yeah.